Pro Football Show presented by the Chevy Silverado, the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. We are live from New York, and we have somebody brand new at the desk with us, Jersey Jerry. Welcome.
Hey, everybody.
What's You're going to have to speak up.
You're gonna have to
Hi, everybody.
Yep,
talk loud. Use
Dave.
your, yeah.
We flipped a coin. It was Greg Olson or you.
Yep.
And I won.
Yeah, you won. You won.
I texted in and I said, oh, why don't we use Jersey Jerry? And I'm
Yeah.
happy that you're sitting here.
I'm happy to be here.
I think we should all agree. Obviously, Dion is dealing with his foot, so he can't be here. I think we should all agree, though, that Jerry's picks count on Dion's record.
100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
No problem.
Yeah, and I think Dion would agree, too.
Yes.
Well, yeah,
Cool.
he's not. He can't make his own picks.
Yes.
So he'll be here next week. So anything that you say, Jerry, is going to go on Dion's record.
I hope he trusts me.
He doesn't have a choice at this
Yep.
point.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a choice. I see you brought your notes, which I'm very excited about.
Yep, got my notes.
He's the most prepared person on the show ever.
There we go.
Yeah.
I prepare up here.
Yes.
Oh, and we get all these notes. So
Well-
it's like you probably have a lot of ditto notes.
Yeah,
Read one random note.
Yeah. Oh, good idea.
anything.
Anything. Just a sentence that has nothing to do with anything else.
Giants are banged up. They are losers. I will never bet the Giants.
I like that.
There it
It's
is.
remind.
There it
You have to
is.
remind yourself something.
That's
There it
good
is.
note.
Well, I mean, Dan, we were talking earlier today. You were having Jerry kind of audition the different types of character he could go with, and you wanted to see like a straight, real take versus a fake take.
No, not fake.
Not fake,
It was,
excuse
it was
me.
a straight. He had a straight version, and he had a version with maybe a little humor. And I said, go with the humor. See
Yes.
if you can, entertain the people here.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the records from last week. It's unfortunate that Dion is not here because he is now in the lead, so you know that he would definitely bring that up. Dave, you're at 52, Big Cat, 57. Jerry, it does say 0-0, but just know you're going in with that column right there.
That's one.
So, also, we have Glennie standing by. Hello, Glennie.
How are we doing, people? This is very exciting. I love the trade-off today.
You love it? You're excited for Jersey Jerry?
I can't wait to see Jerry's performance. I'm confident in him. Love you, Jerry.
Thanks, Glennie.
All right.
You can just talk.
Okay.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Perfect.
Let's get to the storyline games of the week, which is presented by the Chevy Silverado. It's hardworking. The design is big, bold, and commanding. The Silverado is a truck that turns heads. We are going to start with the Chiefs at the Titans. Now, the Chiefs killed the football team last week. The Titans beat the Bills, Dave. And I know that not many people expected that to happen. Where are we standing on your Buffalo Bills?
Well, I don't think it was that surprising. I actually, depending on what Dave Portnoy you talked to, expected the Titans to kind of win that game. It just depended which one. So that wasn't surprising to me. I guess them winning, I didn't think they'd run the ball as easily as they did. And the Chiefs, that score is misleading a little bit because the football team was in the game winning for a decent portion. They kind of lost it towards the end. This is a tough-ass game. Chiefs, to me, this is still giving the Titans, and the Titans are a perennial no-respect team, if we're being honest. For the
Correct.
last couple of years, they never get respect. And this is it again, because the Chiefs can't cover versus anybody. Who they beat? Washington, who cares? I'll take the Texans here. I mean the Titans, but there's no way you can like it. You can't. Anybody who says they love this game, I don't believe them.
Jerry,
Remember, no spread.
Yeah, no spread. It is just straight up.
Touche, Dan. But I'm going to stick with the Titans because I don't think this is a game where they're within. I think they either win or maybe lose by 10. I'm going to take them for an upset. I mean, theoretically, on paper, they should be able to jam the ball down their throat with Derrick Henry.
Jerry, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm gonna go the opposite here. I just don't see how the Titans play back-to-back games like they did. I think Mahomes is back. I really do. Second half of that game, he showed why he is Patty Mahomes. I think it'll be a close game, but I do think the Chiefs will win this game. I'm going with the Chiefs. I'm going with Patty Mahomes.
All right.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jerry. That first half against the Washington football team the Chiefs played, they squandered 2 times they were in the red zone, and Patrick Mahomes made terrible choices. One pick was just like he just threw it up for no reason.
Yeah, you're first.
I think he's starting to get, you saw in the second half, a little bit more focus. The Titans' defense is terrible. I think it's going to be a shootout, and I like the Chiefs to have a focused effort here because it was weird watching that Washington football game against the Chiefs because you thought the Chiefs were going to come out firing, being like, well, we got to get this together. It took them an entire half. I think now they're starting to roll. You're going to see a few wins in a row.
But that is, over the course of the last 2 seasons, since basically they won the Super Bowl, probably the most uttered phrase by anybody on any desk. The Chiefs got it together, ready to roll, and they really haven't for like basically since they won the Super Bowl.
Well, like you said, it's one of the most premature dynasties.
Well, yeah, that's a fact.
Ever
And
crowned.
also, he didn't do it on purpose, but we got to
I
give
had
a
to talk about
shout out to
yes.
our boy Jackson Mahomes.
I have it written down
doing
right here.
the lambada on
Sean Taylor's
Taylor's number at the game there, honoring him. I do believe he had no idea what he was doing. I've seen the pictures. It looked like they, when you go on the field, they herd you into an area. But when
self-awareness.
If you don't know what it is, you don't know what it is. But when you live by the TikTok dance, you die by the TikTok dance.
And shout out to Patrick Mahomes' mom. I saw some people making fun of her for her tweet. I actually think it's like you want your family to ride or die with you like that. I don't know if you saw it, but she basically was like the interception where Patrick Mahomes threw it, Tyreek Hill threw his hands. She was like, they need to change the rules. That shouldn't count as an interception against the quarterback. I love any family member who's like, change the rules to benefit my, sibling, son, whatever it is. Ride or die. I love that.
It's like what Giselle said a few years ago.
Yeah.
Like he
Can't
can't
throw
throw
the
it
ball,
and
you can't
catch it. Jerry, do you have a take on Jackson Mahomes?
It's a bad throw, though.
I'm just not a fan of Jackson Mahomes.
No.
I never was. I don't think I ever will be. I don't see
He's
really.
annoying?
I think he's annoying, and I just don't know. How he's beneficial. Like me, okay, Jersey Jerry. I was blue collar. I was a productive member of society. I'm still blue collar.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm at Barstool. I'm putting out content
what just
for
happened?
people.
I don't know. Playboy Marty. We good? Oh, okay.
Just talking. You have something to say, Playboy Mark?
In the middle of Jersey Jerry's speech.
He's on the phone. He's like talking about his dad about the Suns.
Jackson Mahomes, you don't think he could be blue
I just
collar?
don't. No, I just don't think he's right now a productive member in society.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
If you
At
were
this
if
point.
you were Patrick Mahomes, would you be upset that he was annoying everybody?
Yeah, I would.
What would you do?
I would take him under my wing, you know what I mean? I'd sit him down, over dinner one night and say, listen, like, stuff you're doing is not right.
I think they like him in Kansas City, though. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, they did. The Washington football team just fucked up that whole thing with Sean Taylor anyways. That you did see, like, the picture with Brittany Mahomes there, but it's still, like, you just have to kind of know not to do a dance on top of a number.
Yes.
You just have to.
Yes.
Well,
It was
roped off.
no, but
You think they put him in there?
No, I've seen the picture. I'm sure a bunch of people, like, if you go on the sideline before the game, sideline passes, a lot of times they herd you into an area, and those ropes were for that area, not for the number.
But no, those ropes were specifically just around 21.
No, they were not.
I'm pretty sure they were.
They weren't. I've seen the picture. There's a ton of people standing on it within this section where it's like you can't go any further than this.
Okay. Then
So,
that changes.
I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, I was under the impression that it was just roped off for the number,
No.
but I could be wrong. I'm gonna look this up really quick.
Credit to Patrick Mahomes, too. He seems like a really good brother.
And so,
at some point,
yeah,
I'd be like, hey,
his
please stop.
His girlfriend does it too,
Yeah.
our wife. But the thing about it is, so if that's the case and you just see a number, that's his brand. He dances on logos. He dances on
Yeah, he
numbers.
does.
He doesn't know that that's like, a guy who got murdered and they're honoring him. So, that's horrible. But he did delete it and apologize.
Yeah, he did. He did. I mean, it wasn't like he did it completely on purpose.
But did you find the picture?
I'm looking-
Apology
right now.
accepted. I'm going to say it right now.
Do you think he knows anything about football?
No.
Jackson Mahomes? Nothing.
No.
Well, I mean, he knows the Chiefs. But
He knows when the Chiefs win and lose.
yeah.
That's about it.
But also, they were like honoring Sean Taylor the whole game, so it wasn't like if he just wasn't paying attention at all,
Yeah.
right? I'm gonna.
Although the Washington football team doesn't get off the hook for deciding to do an honorary number retirement.
Oh,
3
no,
days
definitely
in
not.
advance because they had emails coming out.
Yeah.
Definitely not. I'm not going to sit here and do this the whole time, but I will find the photo so we can put it in.
Because I saw it, so it did look to me like when you are hoarding people into an area.
Like it's like clearly around just the number. Now there are people.
Oh, yeah, there are other people.
There are other people in there, but it's like-
but that looks like the section where you put the people who
Yeah,
have the
that
pregame
does
pass.
look like other people are in there. So
Oh no, definitely. other people
apology
in there.
accepted.
So that's what I'm saying. That looks like a section where there's a certain point in an NFL game, like schmoes can get on the field, and then they're like, okay, your time's up, off. That looks like the section they herded them in.
Okay, fair enough. Let's get to the Bengals at the Ravens. I know if Dion was here right now, he would have a lot to say about Lamar Jackson. Jerry, I will start with you on this game. What are you thinking about this?
Yeah, this one's going to be really interesting for me. Now, Dan, we watch the games together. We watch a lot of Joe Burrow. Let's face the facts. He likes getting hit.
Yes.
He doesn't like to go down. there's been reports where some former quarterbacks have reached out to Burrow and say, Joe, it's time to slide now. Joe Burrow is scared to get hit now. Now he's scared. After what happened last week. I got that here. Joe Burrow is scared to get hit now. Ravens money line, Ravens by $1 billion.
Ravens
I don't think you do that knowing you're the Steeler guy, and this is your arch rival in my mind.
They are.
Other the Bengals, I guess, are to a degree, but a little more.
Yeah.
They're
Ravens
more competitive.
more,
because
way
the
more,
Ravens,
yeah.
Interesting.
He is not scared to get hit.
Now
You're
he
saying
is.
now
Though.
he is.
Now he is, though.
Just
yeah.
is that in your mind?
No, I've seen it. Have you seen the way he got up the other day, last week?
What, against the Lions?
Yeah, you seen the hit he took?
No, I did not.
Took a hit.
Okay.
Then the former quarterbacks were reaching out to him via Twitter, Instagram. Joey, it's time to slide
Who
now.
would you say is the number one likes to get hit quarterback? I know who I think because, well,
Likes to get hit right now.
no, not in the league.
Oh, all time?
I have a guy in my mind who he's just number one, loves to get demolished guy. I think it's probably going to be very much up my alley, but if you think about it, you may be able to put the clues together to figure out why. There's only one quarterback, as far as I know, who ever wore a cowboy collar. He liked getting hit so much.
Wait, are you talking about?
Cowboy collar.
Steve Grogan wore a cowboy collar.
Oh, okay. I
He
was thinking Kenny
loved
Sanders.
getting hit. I mean,
Loved
what
it.
quarterback wears a collar?
Yeah, I mean that's
insane.
Yes,
That is
yes.
insane.
Currently, I would say Carson Wentz has never seen a pocket that he didn't think has never seen a sack that he didn't think he could get out of at the last second.
Yes.
Like he could be getting strangled
Big
and
time.
and hit at the knees, and he's like, if I just spin one
Yep.
more time, I'm free.
Yep.
So he's probably my number one right now. But that's a good analysis from Joe Burrow. I like the Bengals in this game. I'm done disrespecting the Bengals. I know 6.5. I'm taking them straight up. That's crazy. Yeah. He loves.
That's
getting hit.
insane.
He loves
That's
getting
like-
hit.
That looks like one of.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks like what you're wearing.
He's a
right there.
linebacker. He's a
That
fullback.
is a quarterback
Similar.
who loves to get hit.
Yeah, that's a
I mean,
fullback.
very
This guy,
It's like a neck brace.
That's crazy.
it's a cowboy collar. He wore
crazy.
full blown because
But
he
I'm saying
knew his
it's
head
like
was going to ricochet.
The picture behind
Yeah.
you is what that reminds me.
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
but this is like old school linebackers, and Steve Grogan wore this. I loved Grogan.
You're
I'm taking the Bengals. I'm done disrespecting the Bengals. I know it's straight up, but I still think the Bengals can win this game straight up because you know what? Really, the story is the Bengals' defense. That's insane.
Can't stop.
That's insane.
I may need this as a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, that is.
Is he the
That's a
only guy
football
that
guy.
in
He's
history
the only
that's
guy I ever remember at the quarterback position wearing a full blown cowboy collar.
Got
trying to think.
We should hang it up on the wall.
That is.
Who else?
Somebody just tweet. I don't even know what it's. I just saw the picture of Steve Grogan with a neck roll that rivaled the Great Wall of China.
So you're taking the Bengals, even though the Ravens just blew out the Chargers last
Yeah, I'm done disrespecting. I know it's stupid probably to take a 6.5 point underdog straight up here, but I think the Bengals defense is for real. I think the Ravens are flying. The Ravens are great. They're playing great. They're flying high. I'm just ready to take a shot. I'm ready to take a shot on the Bengals.
Dave, what do you think?
Listen, I've been on that Bengals train now for a little bit. Last week, people were trying to trick you off the Bengals. Like, oh, Lions going to get one because it's the Bengals. But the Bengals are a pretty freaking good football team. So I'm taking them in this game. I actually think I'm going oppo Jerry. Jerry said Ravens by $1 billion. I think the Bengals are going to win this game.
Really? Did you see what John Harbaugh said this week?
And again, I forget about the stat. I guess I'm picking them anyways, with or without the spread.
John Harbaugh said that he thinks that people that were down on Lamar are kind of whistling in the graveyard just a little bit.
No, I mean, listen. It's apple picking season. Lamar has had great regular seasons. He's no doubt at the point in his career. Okay, regular season great. Let's see what you do in the playoffs versus teams that can scheme and have pretty good defenses. So you can say all you want, and that's not just a Lamar thing. Anybody who has very good regular seasons and fails in the postseason, they start getting put under the microscope in the postseason. So you know what? I don't even. My brain is so off. What month is this? October, mid-October. We're saying no one could. Come on, playoffs. He's got to win a playoff
Yeah, it's
game.
not even November yet.
He hasn't won a playoff game.
Right. It's crazy to me. He is probably the most polarizing quarterback right now, just in terms of like the camps of people like, oh, he is, he isn't. I don't know why we can't say the two things that I think about all the time with Lamar. He's incredible. He's a top 10 quarterback, top maybe even 5 at times. The Ravens are great. there are still times when he has like the easy throws side to side that don't look great. That's not like a knock on him. People say the same shit about Josh Allen, where Josh Allen will like throw it too hard sometimes or miss some of the easy throws. They are works in progress. Both guys are incredible.
And there's ball security stuff with Lamar too. I mean, he just kind of throws it all around sometimes.
Anytime you have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, which I believe the Ravens did, right? And they got bounced in the first round, right? I'm not.
Yes.
2 years ago?
Yes.
Anytime
the Titans.
Yeah. Anytime you do that, people will be like, "Whoa!" And then you lose again, and so they didn't lose close. And as the quarterback, whoever the quarterback, he's the MVP that year. Anytime that happens, the quarterback comes on the microphone. We're not saying he sucks,
no,
but you can't crown him and say the things We'll see what they do in the playoffs.
It's not hard to understand. Like when people, I've seen the narrative. Like, why isn't Patrick Mahomes getting criticized as much as the other guys? Patrick Mahomes has a Super Bowl.
100%. Yeah.
That's changed everything. Guess what? Aaron Rodgers has gotten away with some bad playoff performance. Well, actually. He's played good in the playoffs. His defense has been bad, whatever. But like the Packers have had years where they have underperformed, but he won a Super Bowl.
And Josh Allen, if you compare him, bounced in the first round of the playoffs, I believe, 2 years ago. If they made, I think that he won this year. So he's continued.
Lamar won one game this year.
Did he?
Yeah, they won, and then they went to Buffalo. So they won in the first round.
Okay, so
and then they went to Buffalo.
One. All right.
Yeah, I think he's 1-2 in the playoffs.
I didn't even know he had one.
If Lamar won a Super Bowl this year, there would not be.
No, that shuts
Nobody would
everybody.
get
the longest
that.
speech possible.
That shuts everybody.
Right.
Yeah, John Harbaugh wouldn't even have to make that.
Peyton Manning got criticized until he won a Super Bowl.
100. I was the leader of that.
It was crazy how much.
I mean, Eli Manning played 100 years of football, and 98 of them were based on just winning 2. Like, he was so bad at the end, but it's like the Super Bowl trophy changes how elite quarterbacks are viewed, and rightfully so, because it's the most important position in sports.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, Dan, your Bears
Oh, God.
playing the Super Bowl reigning champs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Before we get to that, though, obviously the clip that went viral from your game last week was Aaron Rodgers screaming, "I fucking own you."
Disgusting.
Have you made a statement about that?
Yeah, no, I've made a statement right away. It's disgusting. I don't know how kids watch this sport anymore.
He was in and I'm not the biggest Rodgers guy, go back and forth, but the entire crowd was basically giving him the bird.
I didn't see that. I saw
Dan say Photoshop. I spoke with, and this is the difference in the show, I spoke with Aaron after the game, almost minutes after this happened. And he had nothing but nice things to say. He was very cordial. It didn't seem like a guy who would do that. And again, sometimes you own a guy. I mean, that's just it. He got caught up and they're giving him the bird. So I gotta say, as much to do about nothing from this seat.
Did he say anything nice about Dan?
No, he just pretends Dan doesn't really exist.
Yeah, and then just subtweets me.
That's way worse.
Yeah,
That's
I
entirely.
don't want to make a threat because I'm not a threat guy. But he did say he wanted to try the one-bite pizzas. We have them delivered. And if nothing comes of that, we're going to go right back around. He's going to have a mortal enemy.
Don't bring it up, Dan.
Bring it up.
No?
Don't bring it up.
Pizza that I owe you pizza?
Two.
I
for
can't
the
even
month
get them
of
around here.
October.
Once I get them, I
Two
know.
for the month of October. We're behind.
Well, all I'm going to say is I was watching on Twitter, somebody got delivered 59 pizzas.
No, I didn't. No.
That's all I'm saying. I didn't say anything else.
Would 57 have been okay? I'd say so, right? And 2 for
What
you?
does he owe you pizzas for?
It's his
Part of his
contract.
contract.
Oh.
It's
Two
in my
pizzas a month.
contract.
One Bite Pizza releases soon. Maybe one of them for free monthly for Jersey Jerry and family.
I think we can do that.
You know what?
I think
I'm talking out of turn here. I'm going to say 2. 2 free pizzas.
Well, let's see if he likes it.
okay.
If
All
you
right.
like
You're
it,
right.
yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yep.
2 pizzas a month.
Hold on. Everyone just hold on.
It's interesting. That's all.
59 is a lot.
59's a lot. You could have given him
59's a lot.
57.
Okay, start there and read it out loud, please.
Who sent the pizzas to Varney? Happy Food and I. Who packed them? I don't want anything shipped out without my approval.
I'm not set on how we're shipping the pizzas yet. I didn't
Okay.
do
You're
that.
right. You're right.
And it looked when you have it, I want that crisp. I want earthquake type crisp. I'm
Yeah.
not comfortable on how we're shipping yet, Jerry.
Okay, no problem.
All right, but we are. I'm just gonna say we're past halfway of
We need-
October.
yeah, you
Yeah,
need
well,
to
I
keep
may have
track
to
of them.
send Spider to a Walmart
Yeah.
to pick them up and bring them because
Jerry.
I don't want, if they go frozen, unfrozen, frozen, you
No
dead.
good, yeah.
It's October 20th.
Okay.
19 days.
90. What, no,
20 days.
20 days into October.
Oh.
Without
11 days
without-
left.
Yeah.
My contract started the 1st.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Got it.
Okay.
Anyway, Aaron Rodgers. It was very funny because obviously I was being tongue in cheek. Aaron Rodgers owns me. what am I going to say? The guy's 22-5 against the Bears. We never fucking beat him. It's
When do the
painful.
Packers have a bye week?
It's terrible. It's awful to watch. I hate, like, the Bears ownership is okay with this. They just let the Packers shit down the fans' throats every single year, twice a year. It was funny, though, because I tweeted the, like, how do kids watch it? I tagged the NFL, and it got into that. You know this, Dave, when you get into, like, the out of Barstool realm.
Oh, yeah.
My mentions were just people
Oh, yeah,
calling
yeah,
me a
yeah,
pussy
yeah, yeah.
for, like, 3 days straight. Like I actually was saying that kids can't watch this anymore.
Yeah.
But either way,
Like not
It
understanding
is-
it was tongue.
it's
Yeah,
always so
Yes,
funny. Yeah,
yes,
but
yes.
but either way, Aaron Rodgers, like, what am I supposed to say? I can't be like, no, you don't own me.
Oh, he owns you.
Yeah, he owns me. He owns
Beyond
me.
dispute.
I hate it.
Get dark tonight. He
Yeah,
owns you.
I wish we
just-
had Shea McClellan to break his fucking shoulder again.
No, that's where
Damn.
that's.
Was that mean? Too much? Should I
Kinda
take
mean.
it back?
Well,
All right, I take it back.
We don't want physical harm.
Boom! I just took it back. I do. That was big of me. I just took it back.
I do
took it
love
back.
that he said he blacked out and didn't remember what he said though. That made me.
I believe that.
I do too. Like he was that mad.
You saw a million middle fingers. It's an
Yeah.
assault on
All I'm
your
going to say
manhood.
is if Jordan Love ends up being good, I don't want this to get taken down from YouTube. But that's like that, because we're at the point now where I'm hoping that he goes away after this year. That's really all I can hope for. It's not a maybe we'll beat Aaron Rodgers. It's a please get Aaron Rodgers out of the division. So that's all I got left.
I may invite him to the Breeders' Cup. I was just looking at the schedule. They play on Thursday night, and well, no, that's not when that is when the Breeders' Cup is. So he plays on the West Coast. Maybe
Do
Didn't
a
he-
little Urban Meyer, not go back with the team?
do they go back
Spend
after a
some-
Thursday night game?
But yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Yeah, they probably
do
do.
that.
When you
was
play
the whole thing.
Thursday, you don't have like you have the
That
whole
was why
weekend
Urban
off.
got in
That's
trouble.
why Urban.
That's why Urban got in trouble.
Yeah,
Well, no,
stayed.
he stuck his finger up a girl's ass.
No, but
That's
he
why he
stayed,
got in
no, but
trouble.
people were mad because
That's
he
why I got
stayed
in
in
stayed
in Ohio and
right.
his team flew back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
think he can probably do whatever he wants.
but this game,
Yes.
Bears,
It's
Bucks.
going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I'm not expecting a lot.
Jerry immediately agreed.
Yeah, the only thing that I've told myself, because every week is the same with the Bears, where it's like once we get to Wednesday, I start to get a little bit of confidence. So Monday was deep depression. Tuesday was pretty much the same. Today, the thought that popped in my head when I was in the shower this morning is, hey, the Bucs secondary is pretty banged up. Maybe Justin Fields has a good day. So that's where I'm at. Not win the game, but maybe Justin Fields has a good
Jerry, you immediately agreed that it's going to be an ugly game.
Yeah, I mean, on my notes here right now, I put, I really feel bad for Big Cat. I seen the pain in his eyes after the Packers loss. But unfortunately, Tom Brady doesn't lose games like this. He doesn't lose to rookie quarterbacks. It's the Bucs by a lot. I'm
He
sorry.
did actually write those exact words.
I got Bucks.
Yeah.
Should I stop taking the Bears in this, because it's like,
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
like
the only
opposite.
thing that matters is the suit.
yeah,
In the truck.
I'll take the Bears.
All right.
Take the Bears.
And you can't not.
There was
right?
no
You're emotionally
confidence behind me
attached.
there. Yeah, there was no confidence, but that's okay.
Maybe that's a good thing, though. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. That's why they play the game.
Yep.
We will get to more games in just a little bit, but we're going to get to #IBelieve. Dan, we will start with you as we normally do. You said the Lions will get the second win of the season, which they got killed by the Bengals.
Yeah.
What are we thinking for week 7?
That was a bad one. The Lions were never in that game. That was very, very bad. I'll just do a Hail Mary one. This one's kind of crazy, but I believe that Deshaun Watson will get traded within the next week and a half.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I mean,
I forgot he even existed.
yeah, I know, right? Like, I do think that the Dolphins situation is weird. Like, I don't think they're fully sold on Tua.
Definitely not.
And then there's a couple other teams out there. Like the Eagles have 3 first-round picks next year. That's not
But
crazy.
is he clear?
Yeah, I'm about to say, is
I
he
don't
even
know.
touchable?
I don't know. I think he is, but I don't know.
Then why wouldn't he be like playing if he is?
Because the murky part about it is before all this came out, he was like, I want to be traded.
right.
I don't want to play for the Texans.
Tough guy to try. I mean, he's got to be cleared before anyone, I assume.
I think they would put a contingency in. Like if someone traded for him, and be like, hey, we're going to trade you 3 first-round picks, and if he ever plays, then you got to give him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, he
Or
clearly
they
might
give-
still be suspended.
Yeah.
Almost none, and if he plays, then they jack up.
Yeah, right.
Dave, you said the Browns will become the second choice to win the AFC.
Credit to me, I put a lot of money on that, I believe. So that's all you can ask for when guys are on a desk, girls are on a desk. It's like, are they putting their skin and blood, bones into their I believes? I did. My I believe this week is that, name please. Bisaccia.
Rich Bisaccia.
foxhole guy. Again, shout out
Yep.
Booger McFarland. I've never met him. I'm in debt to him. I think he will be a major story in the NFL within by the end of the next 4 weeks as the Raiders go on a run, rally around this lifetime football guy who cries every 5 minutes, lives, breathes, sleeps football. They're cutting away to his wife in the crowd. It looked like she was ready to cry at a moment. This will be what turned into a disaster in Las Vegas will become one of the feel-good stories of the year.
I actually could see him getting the job. I mean,
Yeah.
he's coached 38 years in football without getting a head coaching.
And I also see Davis being a guy who,
Yes.
if he likes you, that's enough.
Yeah, like if I had to write out the Rich Bisaccia story, it's that the Raiders somehow go to the playoffs this year, maybe the 7th seed, whatever it may be. Rich Bisaccia gets the job. They start 0-5 next year. He gets fired.
Yeah,
And he'll just always be the foxhole guy.
Yeah, no, he
Always.
is. Like, there are certain guys that you can just tell when the entire team rallies around someone. They rallied around Rich Bisaccia. They played an incredible game. They were taking shots deep. They were. There's something about an interim head coach.
There's a lot of weeks in the NFL, which is a grind, where effort is the difference between
Correct.
winning and losing, as opposed to X's and O's and game plans, and that's when the interim guys thrive. And we knew the second I heard that story.
I mean, yeah, as soon as Booger said that, it was.
So, I mean, as bad as on Cleveland, I went in and hit a bomb on that, saved my whole day.
And we're in phase 2, so there's a bunch of phases to an interim head coach. We're in phase 2. Phase 1 was last Sunday when it was like, hey, we're going to rally around this guy. Phase 2 is Rich Bisaccia has the Raiders believing they might be good.
And also, in a very unusual circumstance, the Raiders are far better than most interim coaches. The coach didn't leave
Right.
because they were
It's
like,
true.
Right.
didn't win. They had a winning record to
talent,
begin with.
yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right, Jerry, what do you have? This is your first ever I Believe.
Well, listen, I believe Week 7 was the best possible time for the Pittsburgh Steelers to have a bye. 3-3 going into the bye, right? I got the Browns losing. I got the Bengals losing. Pittsburgh, after the bye, going to get a win, and they're right back in it. Right back in it.
I didn't see that, I believe, coming from you. Some Pittsburgh rah-rah speech.
I just believe, what better time for them to get healthy? They were struggling to get to 500. They got to 500. They're getting healthy. They're ready to go.
This is something I'm sure you've said before, but in a fairly brief fashion. How do you feel about Ben?
I love Ben.
Yeah,
I really
do all
do.
Steeler fans?
I think they should for what he's done for the team.
I'm asking the general temperature. I mean, he has. I think, to me, outside of, this is, people are going to be like, you're crazy. Big game,
Yeah, we've
I've
always
always
said
said I would go Brady 1 and then Roethlisberger 2. That includes Peyton Manning. I think was that good and, big and just make plays, broken plays. But I don't have really he's done what, 2 Super Bowls?
2 Super Bowls.
Great.
Yeah, three.
He went to 3.
He went to 3. Won 2.
Yeah. We only count wins around here.
No problem.
But a Hall of Fame quarterback. But
sure.
he kind of has an asshole reputation.
He does, but I don't know why. I mean,
Well,
Oh,
I know why, but I'm not going to say
all
why.
right.
Oh, early Barstool.
yeah. You made shirts about it, I think.
Is that what we're?
No, he knows why he has an asshole reputation.
I know.
Ben.
Asshole?
Yeah. I think he was an asshole for a lot of his life.
For a little bit.
Yeah, but
allegedly-
that's where the reputation
allegedly-
So I'm
comes
asking a
It's a
Steeler
thing.
fan: is he universally beloved there?
I'll tell you this. I want him back next year.
No,
I do.
Jerry.
I do.
To
I do.
have Aaron Rodgers be his backup?
No, like I'm saying,
Okay.
if we don't get Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson, I would take Big Ben next year over Dwayne Haskins.
You didn't answer the question the way I wanted the question answered, so I'm going to rephrase the question. And I want hands, all right, like this, like a scale.
Okay.
Pittsburgh, beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. Hines Ward, Ben Roethlisberger.
Hines Ward on my left,
Yep.
Big Ben on my right.
Yes. Oh, all right. That's
What
surprising.
about
to me.
now?
I thought Hines would be higher.
No.
Ben Roethlisberger on your right, Troy Polamalu on your left. Oh, okay, there it is.
Polamalu. There
it
Yep,
is.
Polamalu.
All right.
I knew that was going to be. It was always
My favorite
Troy
Steeler ever.
Polamalu. The quick side story about Jerry, one of the funniest moments, we did the rundown, I think it was first week he was here, and we did a recap. It was a Monday rundown, so we're talking about Sunday. The Steelers had lost. I think it was when they lost to the Raiders. And he was like, the Steelers are dead. They're done. Season's over. It's terrible.
I didn't say this live yet, but it's over. It's done.
It is?
The season's done.
This
It's over.
is Big Ben's career over.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And then we get off the rundown, and he pulls me aside. He's like, You like that? Like, that was for the cameras. Steelers are really good still. And I was like, no, you reversed it, Jerry.
Flipped
Like,
it.
Yeah, you flipped it.
Yeah.
He was like,
You were just acting for the
the
camera.
cameras, he was like, we're done. And then off screen, he was like, they're still really, really good.
They are good, though.
I think their defense is very good.
Bro, it is very good, their defense. But the offensive line is the problem right now.
And it's
bad.
getting better.
It's getting better, yeah.
Yeah.
You know who I owe a pizza review with?
Who?
Rocky Blyer.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he wants to do it. I mean, he's an all-time guy. All we talk about,
Yeah.
like
That's awesome.
a story that we've told before, but I don't think nearly enough people know his story. It's like truly one of the great American stories of all time.
That would be awesome.
Let's
Going to Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, what?
Are we- are we-
yeah.
Does he live in Pittsburgh
is that
now? I don't know.
I don't know if he does.
Oh, week
But-
9.
He really does.
But is that confirmed, though? Are we going to
nine, yeah.
Pittsburgh?
Oh yeah, you
multiplier
won.
day,
You won.
yeah.
Yeah,
Football.
you're good.
Yep.
Just the two of you are going?
We don't
But
know
Dave,
yet.
Yeah.
Jerry, myself,
We're
I don't
trying
know.
to get like a suite to do some
Yeah,
stuff with.
VIP.
Yeah, we'll see.
You excited?
Shout out Sabrina.
Yeah.
Maybe
Thanks.
Eddie.
Happy.
Thanks, Dave.
No, you earned it.
It's going to be great.
Part of your contract too.
True.
So are the pizzas.
We just tried to make it work.
Make sure you get through those pizzas.
We'll get him. We'll get him.
Let's go to the Sunday conversation with Caleb and Glennie Balls, and they sit down with former Chicago Bear great and NFL Hall of Famer Brian Urlacher.
So many kids wanted to grow up and hit like Brian Urlacher. And those same kids now, they're all grown up and the only thing they're hitting is vape pens.
You're right.
Are you addicted to nicotine?
No, I don't. I never tried nicotine.
You're too cool to jewel?
No, I'm not too cool. I just don't think it's necessary for me to do it. The people look cool to do it, though. I've seen them. The smoke come out of their face. It's really cool looking.
You like to look cool.
Yeah.
What do you do?
To look cool?
Yeah. So what happened?
What
happened with your hair?
So I got a procedure done, and they moved the hairs where I had a lot of hair in the back to where I didn't have a lot in the front.
It's hair from your back.
Well, they can take it from anywhere on your body.
They took hair from your back?
They didn't take it from my back. I don't have a lot of back hair actually, but
not anymore.
Not anymore. There's a lot of hair back there still on my head, and then put it in the front where I didn't have hair.
And you use body wash on that or shampoo?
Yes.
Yes.
Shampoo.
Balls is bald.
Yeah, he looks natural.
You feel like you turned your back on the bald community?
I heard that a bunch when I first did it. Don't care.
What do you think about the state of football nowadays? You can hardly hit a defenseless player.
This could be a long interview if we're going to talk about that.
It's sad. I'm just saying it's
Terrible.
sad.
The worst thing is like college football. If you hit a guy and you're targeting him, or whatever they use, you get to miss the next game. The rest of that one and the beginning of the next game. It's great. It's great for these kids.
Kids nowadays don't even know what it's like to have their bell rung.
They get their bell rung, but it's not legal anymore to do it.
They're gonna have to grow up and be astronauts if they want to even see stars.
That's right. You can't see them in your helmet anymore.
It's sad.
It's sad. It's sad. The game's changed.
Why are they doing this to our game that we love so much?
It's hard to watch, man. I saw a guy get penalized for getting a sack the other day because he roughed the quarterback when he sacked him.
You like sacks?
I like sacks, yeah.
You love getting sacks.
I liked it when I got sacks, and our teams got sacks, yes. Yes.
No one's hit more guys than you.
I bet there are people that hit more guys than me.
You think Ray Lewis really killed all those guys?
I'm not sure. Wasn't there.
Me neither.
I don't think he got in trouble for it, did he?
Well, he definitely didn't get in trouble, so it seems like
It must not have happened then.
seems like a good guy to me.
Yeah, he's always been great to me.
And I never even met him.
Great player.
Great
Great player. Tremendous player. Lots of sacks in his career, too. Lots of them.
You ever met Dick Buttkiss?
Dick Buttkiss? Yes.
You tell me he had a hilarious name.
It's not Buttkiss, it's Butkus.
It's still funny.
Still funny for
Yeah.
you. You think it's funny.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's
I
funny.
think a lot of stuff's funny.
Yeah, me too, but not that.
Okay.
As you look at my shoulder every time you talk to me. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask you about your tattoo. Is that okay? You have such a famous tattoo. What does it mean?
I was 18 years old when I got it, so I thought I was pretty tough going to school, and I got a tattoo. But I had it before Pamela Anderson got hers, so I didn't copy her. If that's where you're going. I'm not sure if you are or not, but just to beat you to the punch.
Sounds like you're overthinking it.
Me? Yeah.
You think all men should be required to get barbed wire
No,
tattoos?
I don't think they should. No, definitely not. I wish I didn't have it.
Because you feel fenced in?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I fits myself in. Tricked them though, got it on the first ballot.
You busted early.
All right, thanks, guys. It is time for the Ain't Nobody Care Game of the Week. And boy, this is one of the worst games we've seen in a long time. The Atlanta Falcons playing the Dolphins. Glennie, I'm going to start with you. What's the weather looking like in Miami?
In Miami, it's going to be very nice. It's actually, I'm not going to lie to you, this is the one game that's not on my sheet. This is the one game that's not on the sheet, actually. But I'm going to assume it's nice. It is Miami.
Okay,
right.
just Miami. Okay.
Yeah, it seems fancy. It's Miami, you know?
I love that he just didn't have it on his sheet because we assumed we wouldn't even ask. Okay, so Jerry, this game stinks. Like no one's excited about this, but you know the Dolphins lost last week to the Jags, gave them their first win. The Falcons had a bye, but they stink too. What are you thinking about?
I needed a little bit of help with this pick, so where else to go than Frank? I went up to Frank the Tank.
Oh, well, I think I know where this is going.
And I said, Frank, listen, I don't know what to do here. Falcons, Dolphins, what's the play? And you've seen the pain in his eyes. And he said the Falcons. We're done.
Yeah.
And I love the Falcons too. I love them.
Yeah, I mean but Frank never thinks the Dolphins are going to win.
I know.
So you're just riding with that one, huh?
But I just feel like this Dolphins team is very, very bad. At least the Falcons score points. At least they make games fun. The Dolphins are very boring, tough to watch.
And if you lose to the
Bad
Jags,
defense.
it's tough.
Bad defense.
Dave, Tua, I know you're not a Tua fan.
No, I gotta be honest, I'm very, very surprised at how bad the Dolphins have been. I love Brian Flores. This is surprising to me that they've been this pathetic. I'll take them at home. Just based on the Falcons cannot lay points on the road to any team in the history of the league, so I'll take the Dolphins based on that.
Dan?
So I care about this game because it's my mortal lock. I think the Falcons are not as bad as people are saying. They're not great. Matt Ryan has been playing very, very well. I think the last 3 games before the bye, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. So I'm taking the Falcons. It is my mortal lock. If you look at what the Falcons have done, they should have beaten the Washington football team. That was a very close game. They were kind of in it with the Bucs for like 3 quarters there. Then it fell apart. And they beat the Giants, who are not good, and the Jets, who are not good. So I'm not going to, go and say they're incredible for that. But I think the Falcons are going to be one of those teams that's not going to have a ton of wins at the end of the year, but they'll be frisky in a lot of games. This is a win, though.
All right. Falcons. Dion would be mad at that, but
yeah, this is a win. This is a win.
Before we get to more games, let's go out to Roan with his new series, Tailgate Eats in Philly.
Hey, what are you drinking on there, brother?
Well, we're drinking some rum. Is this for the broadcast?
Yeah.
Like regular broadcast?
No, not a regular broadcast.
We're drinking Big Black Dick rum. Does that say Big Black Dick?
Yeah, it does. Bro, bang, bang, bird gang. You know what the fuck it is. Let's go fucking Birds! Is it a Birds tailgate until you fight someone?
Oh, 100%.
That's that shit.
It's great to be back, man.
How much does it mean to have tailgates back?
It's like life is back, baby.
Tailgates are the life of the whole damn thing, all right? And you get out there with your family, great time.
Beautiful.
Now you're getting me sentimental. I might cry. I gotta go.
He's crying. This guy's starting to cry. Cut this off. Classic Birds tailgate, bro.
Fucking beautiful. It's like a tomato pie on a fucking Sunday morning.
Describe to someone from out of town what a tomato pie is.
Pretty much a flat, rectangular pizza with no cheese.
And it's cold like an appetizer. It's like the perfect appetizer, and it's just incredible. Oh, this is your tailgate? Legend, bro. We got to pay some honor to this beautiful tailgate.
That's absolutely.
So what goes on at these tailgates? Is it stuff like that?
Anytime they want to do it.
When you think about the Birds, what does it do to your body physically?
Man, coming here on fucking Sunday.
The Soul Patch, is it making a comeback? What's the tailgate like? What lot are we at?
This is K-Lot.
Tell us about K-Lot.
Not only is it energy efficient, but it's a great fucking time.
They got solar panels or something?
Crazy electric.
What about the people running their engines under the awnings? You worried about the fumes in K-Lot? Because I feel like the roof is on and the cars are running. Someone might die.
Oh, yeah, they're absolute idiots. I kind of like those fumes.
I feel a little bit intoxicated right away off the fumes.
I'll tell you what, you step out into that sunlight, you might melt. Where's Smitty at?
Where the fuck's Smitty? Where the fuck is Smitty? Ask you. What you just asked me.
I mean, is Jalen Hurts the real deal?
No, the other question you asked me.
Oh, first time, long time?
No, where the fuck's Smitty?
Where the fuck is Schmitty?
Where's Smitty at?
Where's Smitty at?
Dude, where the fuck is Smitty
Is he
at?
up there playing video games in New York or something?
He might be.
No, why do this every time?
How has the tailgate life changed out here since '71?
I would tell you what, a lot less clothes, a lot more beautiful women. The beer is much more expensive.
Yeah, but at least the clothes are falling off.
Clothes are falling off, the tattoos are coming out.
Show us the tat, bro.
The Eagles tattoo there.
And Where'd you do your time? Yo, cops. How's the tailgate changed since the vet?
Not too much. Philadelphia, they don't like change. As long as everybody's not fighting.
Telling me nobody's going to be fighting today?
Nobody's going to be fighting today. Everybody's going to be rejoicing in the Eagles' victory.
Tell me what an Eagles tailgate typically looks like.
Get here around, today we got here around 9 a.m. Just been going strong all day. Usually I like to close out the day with a brawl.
Oh, like a fight?
Yeah. I woke up ready to fight. I'm looking for a fight today.
Oh, some real Philly shit.
Yeah.
So is it a 49ers fan, fellow Eagles fan? Who are you trying to brawl with today?
Anyone who crosses my path, I'm just looking to get in there. I'm looking to get in there and beat some ass.
Very dope. Bang, bang, bird gang, brother.
Yeah, oh yeah. Bang, bang.
Tell me what you're sipping on.
Hennessy, the nectar of the gods.
Rum and Cokes. How do you make them?
What's rum and coke?
This guy knows his shit. So what's the recipe in here? What are you thinking? Did someone just make it for you or what?
Nah, I ain't trying to get roofie.
Dude, just get roofie, bro. What are you, bougie? You fucking changed. You're too good for the roofie?
I thought I was. I thought I was on better drugs. I guess not.
Someone get this guy a roofie.
I would love it.
That's that shit.
Put 5 G's on it.
5 G's?
5 G's. I'm smacking it on it. I'll sell my house.
Dude was in a wheelchair like 2 years ago. He don't give a shit.
I'll sell my house.
That's that shit. Yo, they ever get roast beef out at the tailgate?
You got to get the ends. I know Roan, everybody wants the ends. You got to get the end of the beef, extra sloppy.
This right here, some of the greatest shit you will ever find.
Yes, sir. Take a whack of that. Oh, why did it leak? Johnny Sweats, what's up, brother? Talk to us.
From South Philly, we have a tailgate.
No shit. How late into the year are you going to be wearing the no shirt? Like, are we in December no shirt?
Year round.
What's your cooking background?
I don't cook.
So do you guys go in the game? What happens?
Nah, we don't make enough money. I work for the city. Philadelphia Water Department, baby.
Tell us exactly who you are.
My name is John Cardona, a.k.a. Johnny Sweats. You said plumbing, I'm coming. RMP. That means registered master plumber, 10 years of school. Got the world by the sack.
Yo, what are you seeing through them binoculars, bro?
I always bring the binoculars because you never know what you're looking at. I use them to see the players, quote unquote. But
Let her look through the binoculars. Look through this dude's binoculars. It's gonna blow your mind. You're just looking at our sound guy's dick. What the hell is this?
who looks better in the NFL hat, Rob Lowe or Roan?
No Eagles gear. We got Rob Lowe out here with the NFL hat. Mad disrespectful. He's a Philly guy, diehard Philly fan, trying to be unbiased. You can't be unbiased in Philly.
What are you talking about? I can be unbiased in Philly. Bang, bang, bird gang, bang, bang, bird gang, bang, bang, bird gang, bang, bang, bird gang, bang, bang, bird gang. You know what the fuck it is.
Bang, bang.
Thanks so much, Roan. It's time to get to Rapid Fire, which is presented by Cross Country Mortgage. When it comes to your mortgage, don't take any risks and go to the favorites over at Cross Country Mortgage. Even if you're not looking to buy a home right now, they can still help you out with a bunch of stuff like renegotiating your current loan terms. Go to crosscountrymortgage.com/Barstool. Cross Country Mortgage can take care of you through the home buying process. That's Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029. All loans subject to underwriting approval, www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org. So we're going to start with the Washington football team at the Green Bay Packers. And Glenny did tell me he has important weather updates for this game. So I have it written down. So Glenny, what's the weather looking like?
Yeah, so this one, we're in Wisconsin. This one is on my sheet. It's actually going to be possibly a little rainy, finally getting a little chippy in Green Bay. Not tundra yet, but it's going to be in the 40s, cloudy, maybe some rain. Kind of weird weather in Green Bay.
Thank you, Glenny. So Dan, did that help sway your decision at all?
No, I think the Packers are going to kill the Washington football team. They're in trouble. Washington football team's defense, I do not know what's going on with them. They have the same guys they had last year of a great defense last year. This year, they have not been able to put it together. I don't know if it's scheme, coaching, whatever it may be. The Packers are kind of rolling here, and I know Jerry disagrees, but I'm taking the Packers.
Jerry, you disagree?
I do. This is my dog of the day.
Okay.
I like the Washington football team to win this game. Surely based out of respect for Washington, for Sean Taylor last week. They didn't get it done. They're going to get it done this week. I think Aaron Rodgers' comments are going to come back to haunt him this week. I think he's, karma. I believe in karma. I think Washington, and it's going to be kind of an ugly game. Washington's defense is really good. Montez Sweat. You don't think so?
No, they're really bad.
No, they're bad, but they're good. They're lengthy. The D line.
Long? Okay, so my question to you is, because this is something I struggle
Best D-line
with every single year.
Go ahead.
Every single year. How long can you say they're bad but they're good?
Last year they were the best defensive line.
How long do you
week
live on
7,
that reputation?
How long can you say that until you're like, no, wait, they're just bad?
Week 8, give me.
Week 8? All right, I'll give you week 8.
Give me half the season.
Okay, I'll give you week 8. So week 8,
They're still- they're
if they
good.
suck this week and they suck next week, you have to make a video saying, I'm Jersey Jerry and Washington football team defense is bad.
Deal. I think Washington wins this game outright. I don't see Aaron Rodgers winning this game. I'm sorry.
It's a karma game for you.
It's a karma game.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I've never actually
Dave?
heard of the hangover karma game. Like they didn't produce in the first karma game, so they'll go get them. But I like the Packers.
Let's go Jets at Patriots. Dave, we'll start with you.
I take the Patriots every week. The Patriots are 2-4. They could easily be 5-1, but I guess the devil's in the details. At some point, you don't close out the game. I love Belichick. Some of these decisions, whether it's him or McDaniels, but that punt, I really, really hated it. Giving it back to a Cowboys team you couldn't stop. And whether that's a lack of confidence in the offense, Mac Jones, I just feel like obviously Brady's the best of all time, but they're coaching a little bit hesitant, and they can't do that. Not in the NFL, you can't. But at least we got the Jets this week.
Did we upgrade the Dallas Cowboys at all in your mind?
They're good, but we should have beat them in my mind, so they're good.
Okay.
Their defense, I think, is gettable.
All right, Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, Patriots are going to beat the Jets.
Jerry?
The easiest game of the day.
Okay.
Patriots money line.
Panthers at Giants. Dan?
God, this is gross. I do think the Giants aren't as bad as 1-5, but man, did they get smoked by the Rams. I'll take the Giants out of a bounce back.
Dan.
I'll take the Giants off a bounce back.
You're telling him to stop it. You go ahead. Tell him.
Giants have nobody. Like I said in my notes in the beginning of the show, the Giants are banged up. They are losers. I will never bet the Giants or the Jets. I learned that lesson a long time ago. I love the Panthers
Those
this
are
week.
great notes.
Love the Panthers this week.
Dave?
They're just
I'm just checking the scores. The last 3 games, they've lost the Panthers after the Vikings in overtime, Eagles by 3, Cowboys by 1 score. So not horrible.
Oh yeah, Cowboys. That one's misleading.
They scored late.
Cowboys were up
They got killed by the Saints. They beat the Jets. So they haven't really beaten. Well, the Saints. Yeah, I'm going to take Carolina.
We'll go Eagles at Raiders. Jerry, what are you thinking?
I like the Raiders this game just based out of respect. Dave likes the coach. I like the coach too. I think Derek Carr is pretty good. Darren Waller is going to eat this defense alive. Give me the Raiders.
Yeah, my Bisecki, I believe, is that he makes the Raiders. They're 4-2 now. A 7-3 type situation in the entire league talking about this story. So I'll take the Raiders.
Dan, you're rolling with the Foxhole guy too?
I'm rolling with the Raiders. The Raiders have actually a decent pass rush. Defense has been better than it was the last couple of years. I think Jalen Hurts. I do not believe in Jalen Hurts.
Fair enough. Let's go Lions at Rams. Dave?
Rams.
Rams.
I got the Rams.
Cardinals. Who's next?
Yeah, Cardinals.
Yeah,
Rams,
Texans at Cardinals. So are we going Cardinals across the board?
Cardinals.
I do have to ask you, Dave. I know you've been high on the Cardinals. Now they're 6-0.
It's a great bet what I have
Yeah.
right now, which is $20,000 responsibly on the Cardinals to win the NFC at 13-1. I think they're about 5.5 to 1 right now. Still, the NFC's loaded, but they've had some statement games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they killed the Browns last week, which I was on the wrong side of. I didn't see that coming. They killed the Rams, and they killed the Texans. So they actually seem to be getting up for better opponents. The bad teams they've let hang around, but still won. But anytime there's a decent to good team, they've annihilated them.
You think that next time we have Deion on, he'll finally admit that Kyler's pretty fucking good?
I would hope so. He's the MVP so far. He is. I mean, he's playing lights out. And even you see it in the game against the Browns, he didn't even have to use his feet.
And if you're
no Cliff Kingsbury either.
Is this the first time Hopkins has gotten back against the Texans?
Yes.
This is just being
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's go Sunday Night Football, Colts at the 49ers. Glennie has another update he wants to share with us.
Yeah, I know, fellas. This is actually going to be a pretty freaking gross game. Colts and Niners already gross, but it's going to be 15, 20-mile-an-hour winds and a lot of rain. 90% chance, maybe 1 to 2 inches. So this could be fucking disgusting. It's going to be really gross.
In San Fran, having that type of weather is strange. Now, Dan, you do your 2-win rankings every week.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You have Indy as the number 1.
Yeah.
And San Fran is number 3.
Yeah, so big matchup.
So big
1
matchup
versus
for
3.
you.
1
Yes.
versus 3.
Yes. What are you thinking?
I didn't realize the weather. I will take the 49ers, although I did take the Colts +4. I do like the +4. I think the 49ers win an ugly field goal game.
Okay, Dave.
Our brains work a lot alike in a lot of ways because I also took the Colts on Vitals, but for whatever reason, that rain makes me think Niners. So
yeah, because they're just going to run the ball.
Yeah,
and Carson Wentz
Wentz
fumbling.
in a white uniform running around like an asshole.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be – no, seriously, like it's a visualization game. You visualize Carson Wentz full of mud. Yep. He got sacked 7 times. He's just throwing the ball. Maybe one of those picks where he's going back and it like slips out. And you're like,
There's going to be like mud in his helmet.
Yeah, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly.
Jerry, you agree?
I got the Colts this week.
What about the visualization?
I'm not going with that.
Okay.
Especially, it's hard to bet these games because, you don't know who's going to show up. Is Jimmy G going to play? How much is he going to play? Is Trey Lance going to play? How much is he going to play?
Thank you, Jerry. You know what? That's something that our audience sometimes forgets, that we make these picks on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then when Sunday comes around, you could think something different.
I like the Colts.
Okay.
Monday Night Football, Saints at Seahawks. Dan, I will finish with you.
I'm gonna take the Saints. This one makes no sense from a line perspective. Saints are -5. I don't think that they should be -5 on the road because they've been kind of the flip-flop team of the year. And Geno, so what I just said, it makes no sense. That's why I like the Saints.
Jameis versus Geno is just...
I love Jameis, so any game that Jameis is part of, I'm watching.
Dave?
I've become addicted, and I'd like to know the Saints. Maybe, I don't know when they announce what they're wearing, but I love their Stormtrooper road uniforms. I feel like they're almost unbeatable in those. Hopefully they wear those, but I'm taking the Saints here.
Jerry?
I got the Saints. It was just simply never Geno Smith ever.
Yeah. Well, he got knocked. I don't like my quarterbacks who get knocked out.
Taysom Hill, if he's playing, he's the official Stormtrooper guy.
Yeah, and Kamara, too, is a good-looking Stormtrooper.
Yep.
Let's get to the Fantasy Football Factory Minute with Ben Mintz and Stephen Che.
What's up, fellas? I'm Ben Mintz.
And I'm Stephen Che.
We're the hosts of the Fantasy Football Factory, and it's time for the Fantasy Football Minute. It's time to clock in. Mr. Shea, who you starting this week?
I'm starting Henry Ruggs against the Eagles. He averages over 5 targets a game, which is great for a deep threat. The Eagles have had problems with deep threat guys. Start Henry Ruggs.
I'm gambling and starting Jalen Waddle because he caught 10 balls last week in London. Miami's facing a bad Atlanta Falcons defense, and Tua's looking for his old Alabama teammate.
I'm going to sit Joe Burrow. I know he has 14 passing touchdowns this year, but he's playing the Ravens. They only scored 6 points as a team against the Ravens last year, the Bengals did. I got to sit Joe Burrow.
I'm sitting Tyler Lockett on Monday night against the Saints because Tyler Lockett ain't the same without Russell Wilson and their amazing chemistry. But Geno Smith, his value is gone. Check out Dear Mr. Fantasy, 11:30 Eastern, the Barstool Sportsbook YouTube channel, right after the Pro Football show, and check out prop bets all season long on the Barstool Sportsbook. Time to clock out.
Thanks, fellas. It is time for the primetime pick of the week presented by the Chevy Silverado. Dependable and gritty like the people who drive them. Anything is possible with the Silverado. Now, Jerry, I'm going to give you a second to look at this because Dion is already out. He already owes these two guys custom suits, but Dave and Dan both still alive in the survivor pool. You guys both took the Colts last week. Dan, who are you going with?
I will go with the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, and I'll stay with them. It's automatic. And I'm looking at our picks. I'd say Dan has far better line. Like he used Carolina, which is a great one. Cleveland, Denver.
Patriots.
I got the Patriots, but
oh yeah, you did as well.
Carolina, Cleveland, and Denver are 3 pretty good teams to have out of there. I'll take Arizona. Well, is there another team I could slide?
I was looking at it and I was like, they're both absolutely taking.
Yeah, the Rams are the only other one, but I would
Raiders.
assume the Raiders have a game
There's
later
the
on.
Texans, and it's like you said, DeAndre Hopkins.
I'm going to take the Cardinals.
Cardinals,
Just,
okay.
Yeah, one game at a time. That's how you do this.
All right. Jerry, who are you picking?
I'm going to pick the Patriots for Dion.
Okay.
All
right.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Yeah, Patriots versus the Jets. All right. So, Jerry, how'd you enjoy your first show?
I liked it.
Yeah, you feel good about it?
Good show. Very nice show.
Very nice show.
Yeah, no, it's
Like
very
a-
nice.
It's a very
Very
nice.
nice.
I love it.
Complimenting a lawn.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a very nice.
Very nice lawn.
Very nice.
Very nice show.
Thanks for stepping in.
You got it.
We will be back next week for week 8 of the NFL. Have a great weekend.